Good day, Miss. Good day, members of the seminar and viewers. We are students from COSTAT, of course, Psych 433. This is our fact-finding video pertaining to the effects of divorce on adolescents. So, with regards to our survey, we took the positivism approach, and when the survey was completed, it was distributed online where participants also answered virtually. Additionally, each member were given slots for how many ever questions they needed that was pertinent to their perspective on the seminar, these being various psychological fields that we thought were necessary to cover.
Good day, everyone. I am Rebekah Daniel, and I will be talking about emotional aspects. We asked on question one, how old were you when your parents divorced? And this question was intended to gauge at which stage of development the child was at when the divorce occurred to gain a better understanding of how they were affected. And we found that the age range was between 5 to 16 years old. Question two, we asked, did you feel any form of guilt or shame when you discovered your parents were divorced? The results showed that 53.2% said yes, that they felt some sort of guilt or shame when they found out their parents were divorced, and 46.2% said no, they did not feel any sort of shame nor guilt. Next. For question three, we asked, have you developed any symptoms of anxiety such as rapid breathing, fastened heart rate, trembling, and sweating since the divorce? If yes, describe these symptoms. And 7 of our participants stated that they have developed some symptoms of anxiety ranging from fastened heart rate, trembling, and sweating. We also asked in question 4 if they showed any depressive symptoms after the divorce. And 7 of our participants also mentioned that they did show some signs of depression, meaning they showed signs of hopelessness, they were worried, and they were sad most of the time. For question 5, we also asked, do you feel fearful of your future after witnessing your parents' divorce? 61.5% of our participants said that they did feel fearful, and 38.5% said that they did not feel any fear towards their future. Based on these responses regarding emotional development, the majority of our participants were affected mentally, showing signs of anxiety and depression, together with some sense of guilt after the divorce occurred, which led to them feeling fearful of their future.
Good day, everyone. My name is Leanna Maharaj, and I will be presenting on the behavioral aspects of the findings. So, question 6 says, did you feel angry when your parents got divorced? And also, who did you feel anger towards? 10 of our participants stated that they were angry when their parents got divorced, and the anger was towards their parents. Question 7. Did you prefer to go hang out with friends or stay at home with your family when the divorce occurred? 76.9% of our participants stated that they preferred to hang out with friends, and 23.1% preferred to stay at home with their family. Question 8. Did you engage in self-abusive behaviors? So 38.9% of our participants engage in binge eating, 27.7% engage in drinking of alcohol, and 16.7% of our participants engage in smoking of cigarettes as well as smoking of marijuana. Question 9. Were your sleeping patterns affected when the divorce occurred? 7 participants mentioned that after divorce, their sleeping patterns did change. So from the behavioral aspects of our survey, the finding shows that majority of adolescents displayed aggressive behaviors, engage in self-abusive behaviors, experience withdrawal towards family members, and experience changes in their sleeping patterns.
Hello again, my name is Imran Hosein, and I will be talking about the cognitive results from our survey. So, question 10 was: have you or your child noticed any decline in their school performance following the divorce? If yes, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being a small change and 10 being a massive change, how much would you say? So, on our scale, we found that 2%, and again, all of these results are from people that said yes, they saw a decline in their school performance. 2% of our participants noticed a change that was rated a 1, 4% rated at a 2, 11% rated at a 4, 12% rated at a 6, 40% at 7, and 8 and 31% at 8. The missing ratings were simply not answered or used as an option by the participants. Question 11. Have you or your child noticed a decline in his or her academic performance, self-esteem, or loss of peers following the decline in his or her school performance? 76.9% said yes, they did notice some sort of change with these terms outlined in the question, with 23.1% stating no, they did not. Question 12. Have you or your child been able to return to an ideal academic performance? If yes, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being a small change and 10 being a massive change, how much would you say your child has improved? Again, these values in the pie chart are by participants who said yes. So 1% of participants rated it on a scale of 1, 3% on a scale of 2, 4% on a scale of 3, 21% on a scale of 5, 10% on a scale of 7, 22% on a scale of 8, 12% on a scale of 9, and 27% on a scale of 10. Question 13. Have you or your child sought professional assistance in remedying his or her academic decline? 54% of participants indicated yes, they did seek professional assistance, with 46% stating no. Overall, based on the findings of the survey with regards to the cognitive aspect, the majority of participants, whether it be children or parents, have noticed some sort of cognitive decline, whether in the child after the divorce, which would have had effects on their school performances, and also outlined in one of our previous questions, changes in their self-esteem towards school and the loss of peers. However, there is also evidence to show that many of our participants have been able to reverse this academic decline with some help coming from professionals such as tutors.
Hi everyone, I am Anna Lewis and I will be talking about the social aspect. So question 14 we asked, was your social life affected negatively by the divorce? 62% said no, whilst 38% said yes. Question 15, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, how difficult is it making new friends since your parents has divorced? So we had 2% stating 1 for the lowest, 11% 3, 23% for, 19%, 5, 7%, 26%, at 7, 19% at 10. Question 16. Does managing conflicts seem to become a challenge since the divorce of your parents? We had 61.5% stating yes and 38.5% no. Question 17, we asked, since the divorce of your parents, would you say you have become more of an introvert, less of an introvert, more of an extrovert, or less of an extrovert? 84% stated that they have become more of an introvert, while 15.4% stated that they have become less of an introvert.
Hi everyone, my name is Kiana Davis and I'll be discussing the effects of personality on divorce and discussing the findings. So question 18 asked, were you able to express your feelings about the divorce to either one of your parents? 69% of the participants indicated that they were not able to express their feelings about the divorce to their parents, whilst 31% stated that they were able to talk with their parents about the divorce. Question 19 asks, did you notice an extreme shift in your personality following the divorce of your parents? 62% of the participants who did the survey indicated that they did see an extreme shift in their personality after the divorce of their parents, whilst 38% stated that they did not see an extreme shift in their personality following the divorce of their parents. Question 20 stated, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest, to kindly indicate where they believe they fell on the scale with regards to their personality prior to their parents' divorce. For this section, the trait theories and behavioral theories was focused on. So the options that the participants had in the questionnaire was outgoing, enjoying social settings, if they were talkative, if they prefer to be in groups, optimistic, if they are emotionally sensitive, if they tend to become anxious, if they found it hard to cope with stress, adapting to change, and engaging in destructive behavior. Most of the participants were outgoing, trustworthy, energetic, adaptive to change, and were optimistic individuals before the divorce. Question 21 indicated or asked them where they believe they fell on the scale with regards to their personality following their parents' divorce. The same options were provided, asking them if they were outgoing, if they enjoyed social settings, and the results after divorce, the participants showed that there was a change in their personality, with most of them becoming or leaning more on the emotionally sensitive side. They were less energetic. They were not highly optimistic with regards to relationships, and they engaged in destructive and disruptive behaviors. Question 22 asked, as a parent or guardian, was there any notable changes in your child's psychological development after the divorce? Parents indicated that there were notable changes in the individual, such as withdrawal, anger, self-abusive behaviors, mistrust, and depressive behaviors. So all in all, the notable effects were social withdrawal, changes in patterns, their views on relationship, as aforementioned, anger because they tend to blame themselves. And in time with the aforementioned theories with regards to introversion and extroversion, some of them became less sociable. Question 23. What would you like the seminar to entail on the topic of divorce? Participants indicated that they would like to know the different effects that divorce has on adolescents and the different ways in which to cope with the effects.
So this brings us to the end of our fact finding. And the purpose of this study was to gain insight on the effects of parental divorce on the well-being of adolescents. We would like to thank our participants. Participants' contribution was highly appreciated. We are truly grateful for their contribution and making this study a success. And thanks to Miss for your time.